Okay.
Hello there, gang. How are you? Welcome to the 30 episode 166. I'm so happy that you're here on this episode. If this is your first time watching the 30, this is where we provide relevant and valuable information to you, our viewers and listeners, to help you enhance your personal, professional, and spiritual lives. Today, we're going to continue where we have been going for the last, I think, 2 months or so, where we are providing you and embarking on what we call an enlightening journey into the world of leadership development. I am your host, Patrick, and again, thank you for being here. Go ahead and like this broadcast. Make sure that you share it and repost it. We're streaming live to Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. If you're watching from YouTube, do me a huge favor. Not only like the broadcast, but subscribe to a channel under the Jackman Group LLC. So, as we continue, this is what we call our mPact Chronicle series or Chronicles. And we had a group coaching program some months ago. We just concluded it in July, and we're about to start a new one in October. But I introduced you to Tremaine the last go around. This was maybe 2 weeks ago. And we're focusing on stories from our coaching graduates. And I have one that graduated from the coaching program. She also went through our training, 2 sessions of training, and she liked us and she says, okay, I want to see what you're going to do with coaching. So let's bring her in, Jacqueline Rodriguez. Jacqueline, thank you for joining us.
Good
How are
evening,
you?
Patrick. Hello, everyone. I'm well. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Thanks for coming on to 30. I know we talked about this for a while. You were away on
Mhm.
vacation for like 2 weeks or so. Finally, you're back, and now you're here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell
Thank
our
you.
viewers
Thank
and
you.
listeners who Jackie is and what you do.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jacqueline Rodriguez, also known as Jackie. I work for the City of Rochester. I am the Assistant Director of Parking and Municipal Code Violations Bureau. It's a long word.
It's a long word.
It is. I've been there for 4 years, 8 months, um, soon to be 5 years. And you know, um, I'm in the leadership role. I currently oversee about 32 employees, so it's a big group. many different personalities, and many different things that we have to go through. So, but I enjoy it. I very much enjoy being in a leadership role and a management role. So, yeah.
Good, good. And what did you do before joining the City of Rochester, Jackie?
I worked for Chase Bank for about 11 years. Um, and I was an assistant branch manager. That was after being a teller for 2 years, I became an assistant branch manager. And I loved that role as well. But then I took a leap of faith and I jumped the gun and said, let me go to City of Rochester, since they called me and wanted to interview me. And I went ahead and took that leap of faith after 11 years with Chase Bank. And I can't say that um, it was a bad idea. I think I made the right choice. At first, it was very scary because you don't know what's going to happen, whether you like it or if it's going to be better for you career wise. But it has been. So I'm very grateful that I did take that leap of faith.
Awesome. Good, good. Now we talked about, I introduced you saying that you recently graduated. Well, you haven't graduated yet, but you completed, right?
Yes.
You
Yes.
completed our 6-month group coaching program. And part of what the series that we're focusing on is really taking our viewers and listeners through an enlightening journey into the world of leadership development.
Mhm.
Let's talk about, why did you decide to register and sign up for the coaching program?
Well, after going through the skills training with you, Patrick, um, that was very enlightening. I learned a lot about myself as a leader, my own leadership style, things that I should incorporate as a leader, and to help, manage my group more effectively. Um, and I know there's a difference between coaching and training. And I noticed that I do need a coach. I did want that coaching, relationship. So I did want to go through the program, um, just to kind of, put my goals together and expand tools that I need to kind of organize myself, and help so then I can in turn help my employees, and just become a better leader. So that's exactly why I joined the program.
And so when did you decide or make the decision that you want to invest in a coach? Because when we talk about investing in something, and I always say this, that you invest in something in order to get something back, right? So why
Yes.
did you make the decision that you needed to have a coach?
Why? I mean, it's about growing as a leader, um, and keeping myself on track. I feel that um, I was keeping my employees in track, but what about me, right? Both personally and professionally. Um, so I kind of decided this probably towards the end of the leadership program, training that I did with you. I noticed that yes, I need a coach to um, help me decide, you know, on the goals that I really need to achieve, and the very primary ones, right? Not just any goal. And we've got to stop being ambitious on these goals and go for things that are more achievable. And I kind of needed, a coach to help modify that.
Great. Awesome. So let's talk about the journey that you took and what you took away from it. Let me shout out a couple of people here first. Shout out to Alfreda and the Rev, um, Dr. JD. I call him Dr. Reverend JD, Pastor JD. Pastor, I hope that you are on the mend. So yeah, so those are a couple of people that have chimed in and left comments. If you have a comment or question for myself or Jackie, feel free to drop it in the box in the chat box, and we'll bring that up for you. So let's talk, Jackie, some of the things that you've learned in the 6-month course or program. And then secondly to that, things that you've learned, and then a couple of key takeaways. But let's talk about the things that you've learned so far.
Well, I learned to put my goals into something more achievable. Patrick, I remember you going through and saying, pick 3 goals and pick them out of these 5 things, right? It was family, religion, just to name a few. And so pick something from within those groups and just pick 3 goals, achievable goals. And it kind of helped me expand, what things that I wanted to, go for. Pretty much, because I sometimes you don't sit back and you don't think, oh, what in my personal life that I really need to, that I want to achieve, or what spiritually do I want to achieve, right? So you kind of helped develop that, and help me think outside of just work, work, work. Um, so I took that away from the coaching program, and also, how to better help my employees. So building trust, having integrity, building relationships with them, having empathy, empathizing with them, and these things have just grown. One thing that I loved was the fact that you always have a book for us to read. And I loved Leaders Eat Last. That's a great book. I suggest that for everyone. I actually gave a copy of mine to one of my supervisors, so that she can start reading it. So, yeah, I've taken a lot away from both the training and obviously the coaching program. Very effective.
Awesome. Like you got some admirers here. Dr. Leslie says, love Jackie.
Hi, Dr. Leslie. How are you?
Fantastic. Wow. Everyone knows you and everyone loves you. Wow. Who knew?
You did say thousands of fans, right?
Exactly. Your thousands of fans. That's great. So let's talk about the journey in terms of where you started, right? And I want
Mhm.
to talk about that whole journey, where you ended, but where you're going. But what were some of the challenges that you experienced as we went through this journey?
Starting with the leadership program, or do you mean
The
with the
coaching.
coaching?
Yep.
With the
Coaching.
coaching.
Hmm.
Um, finding that time. So, it was once a month, right? On a Tuesday in the evening. So just finding that time, because we say, yes, I'm going to be there, right? Then things come up. Then you're like, oh man, am I going to make it? But you have to make yourself accountable, right? So I made myself accountable, and I said, I don't care what I have going on. I have to join the coaching program, right? And make myself accountable. I need to get these goals down. I need to do the things that I need to do. I need to become a better leader for my employees. So, just holding yourself accountable. That was the biggest thing that I struggled. Well, I wouldn't say struggled with, but in my mind, I was struggling with it.
Great. And then what was your favorite month or topic or discussion?
I would have to say, when you had the one guest, I'm sorry, I can't remember her name.
I was Carol.
Um, I'm sorry.
Carol?
Yes, when she talked about tools that you can use, um, you know, and it was just so effective, and like mind dumping, right? Just writing things down, You're having a bad day, just write things down and just crumble it up, throw it away. Finding time for yourself, closing your door, reading a scripture, whatever it is to kind of like, woosah. That was the most effective class, I would have to say.
And that was Carol Ricard. And the topic that she talked about was managing stress in the workplace,
Hmm.
which is a huge piece for, especially in today's workplace, right? We got so
Yes.
many things thrown at us, and how do we manage that? So that was good, 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 good. Others
Yes.
talked about. I know there were two that were talking about mindset. That was part of their favorite. So
Mhm.
now that you've gone through it, you've completed it 6 months plus the bonus, 7 months as a whole. Where's your journey now? Where are you now?
Well, one of my goals has been completed. The other
Oh,
two are ongoing. Yes.
well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. So the other two are ongoing. And I'm one of them is going a little slower than I would like it. Um, but you reset that goal, right? So
Hmm.
you say, hey, in 6 months, this is where I'm going to be. If you achieve it, great. If not, well, guess what? 3 more months or 4 or 5 or whatever it takes to get there. But the goal is to eventually, you know, make the goal. So, um, but yeah, I think I would take the program again, to be honest with you, Patrick, because
Okay.
yeah, it was
All right.
very effective.
Good. So we have something special that we'll announce when we get together as a group, or the group
Okay.
as a whole. Um, what would you recommend, or what's the reason, or give me a reason why someone should take the program, should be involved? Well, first, and let's talk about what is the reason you think someone should have a coach, first and foremost. And then secondly, why should someone participate in our coaching program?
Well, I think it's necessary to have a coach, whether it's a life coach, a work coach. I think it's necessary to have one, someone to just talk to kind of you know play out um, what your goals are, or things that are happening, um, and just get some other level of input. We don't know it all,
Hmm.
right? Other people might know more than we do, or they might have something useful to say. Um, so I think having a coach, someone to help you through what you're going through, is necessary. Why your coaching program? You're great, Patrick. Let's get, let's just say it. You're great. You're great at what you do. Um, you're a great listener. You listen, and then you provide feedback. Um, but you don't tell us what to do, right? And I think that's the best part of it. You don't tell us what to do. Instead, you make us think
Hmm.
about what we should do and how can we get there. So we come up with our own solutions. Um, and so your program is great. A coaching program is definitely needed.
Great. Awesome. And thank you for that compliment. I greatly appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So let's talk about some of the things, because you are part of the group.
Hmm.
What's the difference, do you think, the main difference between a group coaching program and an individual one on one coaching from your experience?
The group program, you kind of hear other people's background, their issues, things that they're working on or want to work on, and it gets your level of thinking to come into play a little bit more. Um, so you get you know, different. What do I want to say? Like different ideas. I say right, creative ideas. A one-on-one. you're kind of just like expressing your own, right? Your own feelings, your own thoughts. Um, so I mean, there are benefits to both.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like our one-on-ones, and I also enjoyed the group session.
Awesome. Great. Thank you. So now let's pivot and talk about what's next for Jackie.
Hmm.
Right. Where does Jackie see herself going? And I'm sure your thousands of fans want to know what's next for Jackie. So let's talk about that.
What's next for me? You know what? I'm kind of going with the flow, kind of. I definitely love to lead, right? I love management. I love leadership. I love mentorship. Uh, so I think something along that line may be coming around.
Okay.
Um, but I'm not going to say yet.
Okay. Okay. All right.
But yes, I think something around mentorship is coming around.
Okay. Good. And Jackie, you were nominated by the city for. Tell us what your nomination is.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. Tell our viewers and listeners the great
Uh,
news.
so so I was nominated for the Meritorious Award, which is it's basically someone deserving of a reward of praise. Um, it was anonymous, so I don't know who or how many people nominated me. But the award ceremony is happening on September 26th at 5:30 at the Hochstein School. Uh, so yeah, I'm pretty excited. I was stoked when I read the letter. So
Well, I'm excited for you. That's
thank you.
tremendous. I've known you now for, is it 3 years, I think, because you went through the training, a couple of
Yes,
trainings with us, and then the 6 months coaching. And one of the things I've always admired is your passion for personal and professional development and improvement. So
thank you.
you will do fantastic. Well, I know that you have to run shortly here, but let's wrap up this, and then I'm going to talk about the coaching program in a little bit here. But let's
Okay.
talk about give our listeners and viewers a little bit more about Jackie. What I how I like to end our interviews with our guests is what we call rapid fire. And Jackie doesn't know the questions that I'm going to ask her, but it's about questions that will reveal more about her personally. So, Jackie, let's talk about this first one. Favorite food?
A favorite food?
Yeah.
Uh, I don't really
What type
have a
of food?
favorite food.
Okay. All right.
Okay, chocolate.
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 Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that is my favorite food, chocolate.
Okay. So you can live on chocolate then.
I can.
You can. All right. Let's talk about your favorite place to vacation.
Oh, Dominican Republic.
Okay. All right. Is that where your family's from?
No,
Or
we're from
no?
Puerto Rico. I love Puerto Rico too, but
But Dominican Republic, DR.
yeah,
Okay, great.
yeah.
What is your favorite type of music?
Bachata.
So tell us about that.
Yeah, it's actually from Dominican Republic.
Okay.
It's a Spanish traditional style dance. So it
Oh,
it actually has African beats in there. So um, yeah,
okay, I'm gonna have
yeah,
to check that out. I'm gonna have to go
yeah.
to YouTube and see
YouTube.
what it's about.
There you go.
Favorite quote?
Favorite quote. Huh. You got me on that one.
Okay. All right.
Can we come
Let's
back to
talk
that?
about. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
favorite? What? Well, you did say that the last book that you've read was what? Leaders Eat
Leaders
Last.
eat last.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, outside of that, what is your favorite leadership book?
The five dysfunctions of a team.
Another
Mhm.
one. There we go. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
two
a good one.
two awesome books. Two
Hmm.
awesome books. Great. Jackie, last Question. What would you tell, with everything that you know now, what would you tell a 20-year-old Jackie?
Don't be scared. Go
Okay.
for it. Do it.
All
That's what I
right.
would tell myself.
Words of wisdom. That's
Hmm.
good. Alfreda says, congratulations, Jackie.
Thank you.
Uh, Pastor JD says, congratulations as well.
Thank you.
So your legions of fans are congratulating you. So congratulations. Any last words before
Thank you,
you
everyone.
leave, Jackie? Any last word?
Uh, well, I mean, if anyone's aspiring to, be better in their role, or develop in their leadership skills, their leadership style, um, I think taking trainings, doing a coaching session, or finding a coach, one-on-one coach, is great. Is great for the development of yourself, for your employees, and ultimately, for the company as well. Um, so yeah,
Great. Jackie, I thank you so very much. I know that you have to run, but I thank you for sharing this time, and congratulations on the nomination. I know that you will win.
thank you.
So I'm pulling for you. You will win.
Thank you,
We're
Patrick.
calling it into being. You will win.
That's right.
So so thanks again. We will chat soon. Okay?
Thank you, Patrick.
Okay. Bye-bye. So we've been talking to Jackie Rodriguez in terms of her experience with our coaching program, coaching as a whole, what she's learned, her personal development. And so let me just leave this with you before we wrap up here. But here is what we're talking about. If you would like to find out more about our coaching, this is what you'll get, right? What's in it for you? So we're talking about group coaching. So some of the things that we do at the Jackman Group, we do leadership development, training, coaching, team enhancement. We also do sales training, but we focus primarily on leadership development, coaching, and teams. So, from a group coaching standpoint, for this program, some of the things that's in it for you is leadership competency and enhancement, mindset transformation, looking at yourself, self discovery and introspection, personal and professional growth. And the key here that I don't want to miss is the opportunity to network with others. And you also will have us as a team in terms of supportive behind the scenes. It's a 6-month program. We meet once per month for 90 minutes, right? Once per month for 90 minutes. It's usually on the third Tuesday. And that's part of what's in it for you and more program specific. This is a tremendous opportunity. We completed our first cohort, which Jackie was part of. And if you would like to get more information, or if you'd like to sign up and register, I am going to share that information with you now. And then we will bring this to a wrap. But here's what you do. You want to go right here, right? Jot this down. I'll also put it in the chat. And this will bring you to, let me share this with you, and making sure that you, all right, let's bring this up here. Take that away. And I am going to share the site with you where you can go, where this will take you. So by clicking on that link or putting that link in your URL in your computer, this will bring you here, right? That link brings you here. You complete the form, say yes, count me in, and then we'll follow up with you at that point. Our kickoff is the end of September. Our first session will start in October, but our celebration kickoff is at the end of September, and we'll start the program in October. So go here, find out more about it. There's Shalini. I talk here about coaching versus training. You can watch the entire video, but make sure that you check it out. Make sure that you check it out. I would love the opportunity to be part of your personal and professional life. Actually, I would love to be your coach, whether uh, it's a one-on-one or a group. But give us the opportunity, and we would love to partner with you, not just on coaching, but also on training. So it's leadership coaching, and then we also do leadership training. And if you are looking for us to help with your teams, that's what we also do. So thank you so much. If you have any questions for me whatsoever, make sure that you can contact me at info@jackmangroup.llc.com. That's info@jackmangroup.llc.com. Well, folks, that's about it for another episode of the 30. Make sure that you join us next week. Next week, we're going to have another guest come on, and then we will continue talking about leadership development and talking about overall your development personally and professionally. It's all about taking you from where you are to where you desire to be, right? We don't want to have a fixed mindset. We want to make sure that we have a growth mindset to always look at the next level and how can I improve and become a better version of myself. So thank you. May God bless you and your family. Be safe out there. We'll see you next week.